All right, welcome back everybody to Reviews.org. Today we're talking about Frontpoint home security. I'm very interested to talk about this one because Frontpoint takes the weakness of so many companies and turns it into a strength. Is it perfect? No, and we're gonna get to some of the shortcomings, but they do have a fantastic strength, something that makes up for a whole lot, and we'll get there in just a moment. Let's dive into Frontpoint. Now, the first thing anybody wants to know is generally price, and so let's talk about that first. Let's talk about the monthly costs. $35 for their super basic monitoring plan. This is really just the bare bones. You're probably going to end up paying 45 or 50 bucks a month. 45 for what they call their interactive plan. This allows for text messages, remote access, that sort of thing. Their $50 plan is what they call the ultimate. This includes home automation and video, things that really start to make your security system pop, so to speak. This is gonna be the stuff that you wanna go for. However, like I said, 50 bucks a month. Now, this is just the monitoring cost, the monthly monitoring cost. This does not take into account the amount that you're gonna pay for the equipment itself. We really like Frontpoint's equipment. We think it's very slick, it works really well, it seems to be very reliable. It is a little bit pricey though. The good news and bad news there is that yes, it is pricey, but you can roll that into your monthly cost. So you don't have to pay for everything up front, but you are going to up that monthly cost pretty quickly. So $50 for their ultimate package, video, home automation. You start putting a bunch of equipment costs in there and that is gonna jump real quick. As for how that equipment works, it's all cellular, so it does not rely on a landline. This is bad news if anybody watching is in a rural location or somewhere that doesn't have a great cell connection. A Frontpoint may not be an option for you at that point. Now, it is all cellular, there's no Wi-Fi, and so, except for some of their video equipment, so nothing can be cut. You can't cut a cable line to cut your Wi-Fi, they can't cut your landline. It's all cellular, so that it makes you a little bit more secure. Now, as for their window and door monitors, they are surprisingly small. Small is good. Less profile means that it's a little less invasive in your home decor, so that's great. Small, though, doesn't mean that they don't work. They work great. Their control panel, this is the central hub. They have a standard version with all the buttons that you push, and they have a touchscreen version. Now, if you use the app, the touchscreen, it seems like it's a little bit redundant, and so if you want to just go with the standard control panel, you can, but the touchscreen version is really nice. If you can get that, I do recommend that over the normal one, but the app can do most of that stuff itself. The app has remote arm and disarm, so you can do that from anywhere, which is extremely convenient. If you're not sure you armed your system after you left, you can always check on that, and it has Geo Smart features, which means that essentially it's tracking where your phone is. So if you're away from home, it can be programmed to turn on your alarm, or when you get home, it can be programmed to turn it off automatically. This may seem like a little thing, but then when you've got 2 arms full of groceries, or you've got kids on your shoulders sleeping and it's tough to turn off that alarm, those Geo Smart features really come in handy. All right, let's talk about the customer experience. This is the part that I've been waiting for. This is the part where I get to say all sorts of nice things, because I was absolutely blown away by Frontpoint's their experience, both on the sales and on the customer service side. When I called to ask them about a new system and what might be right for me, their sales team was fantastic. I spoke to a couple different people in both cases during the sales process. They seemed to be trained to be extremely patient, to ask me great questions and to know exactly what it was that I needed. So they weren't pushing all these extras. They weren't upselling me on stuff that I didn't need. They listened to what it was that I wanted and only recommended that stuff for me. After that, the installation process was also fantastic. It's all DIY. And so everything is peel and stick with the exception of the doorbell. We'll get to that in just a moment. But everything's peel and stick, meaning those window sensors, door sensors, that sort of thing. It's very easy to get those up and running. The doorbell, they actually use the Skybell video doorbell if you purchase that through them. And so those ones they tend to be a little bit trickier than just peel and stick, so got a little bit tripped up there, but other than that, the installation process was quick and easy. So bottom line, I like Frontpoint. I like it a lot, actually. It has really great equipment. It may be a little bit pricey, but their equipment is fantastic. and their customer service and sales process were to die for. It's not perfect though. Like I said, the equipment is a little bit pricey, but the monthly monitoring also seems a little bit high for what you get. And they know that you're gonna want the video monitoring, so it's easy for them to charge 50 bucks for that, knowing that you're almost certainly going to get that. Anyway, that's just my experience with Frontpoint. I would definitely recommend them, but I wanna know what you have to say. So after you like and subscribe, of course, head to the comments below. Let me know what you think, what your experience with them has been, whether positive or negative. And if you're just researching and you don't have any experience with them yet, if you have any questions, go down to the comments and let us know. We'll be happy to see what we can do to answer those. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you for the next video. Have a good one.